So here's how to easily complete the Freezer Burn mission from Act 1 Tier 3 of the MW3 Zombies missions, which involves slowing zombies and slowing hellhounds with the Cryo Freeze Ammo Mod. So if you guys need help with any of this, make sure you stay tuned, drop a like if you find this useful, and check out my other MW3 Zombies guides if you need. I've also got weapon XP guides and camo guides if you guys need help with any of that. Without further ado though, let's dive straight into this Zombies mission guide. So there's 2 tasks involved in this Freezer Burn mission. The first one says that you need to slow 50 zombies with the Cryo Freeze Ammo Mod, and the second one says you need to slow 10 hellhounds with the Cryo Freeze Ammo Mod. So both involving the Cryo Freeze Ammo Mod. One is for zombies, one is for hellhounds. Now the Cryo Freeze Ammo Mod, for anyone that doesn't know, causes a temporary freezing and slowing effect of zombies, as the name suggests, but it's not with every bullet. It's kind of like a random chance for the Cryo Freeze effect to take place when you equip it to your weapon. It's quite common, but not every bullet that you shoot will cause the Cryo Freeze effect. So first I want to talk about where to actually find this Cryo Freeze Ammo Mod, as some people might be struggling with that, and then we'll talk about the best place to quickly farm the zombies and hellhounds Cryo Freeze slowing effect to get this challenge done really quickly. So you can find the Cryo Freeze in a number of places. If you do certain contracts, at the end there'll be a rewards portal, and you can kind of open that and there'll be certain rewards in there. Sometimes there'll be ammo mods, gear, perks, that kind of stuff. So that's one place to find it. You can obviously just find it lying around in certain loot boxes and stuff, but a place where there's guaranteed ammo mods to be found, and a place where there's a higher chance of Cryo Freeze being one of them, is in these zombie ether nests. Now they look like a little sort of hexagon symbol. I'll show you what they look like on the map. There's quite a few around the map, so you basically want to go to this nest. When you go, it'll be a building and there'll be sort of this yellow smoke coming out of it. There'll be quite a few zombies inside, and there'll be some gas as well. Now the gas will cause a harming effect, so I'd recommend picking up a gas mask or having one on, although you can keep dipping in and out of the building if you need, but it can be quite annoying, so a gas mask is easier if you can. When you go to the building, just try and clear through the zombies as quick as you can, and what you'll see is there's lots of little what are called yellow cysts on the wall, and these yellow cysts need to be shot at to basically be destroyed. These cysts are releasing the yellow toxic gas, and if you shoot all of the cysts within the building, the ether nest will be cleared, and then there'll be no more gas and you can just walk through it normally. Now you don't have to clear the whole ether nest to get the ammo mod, although it will be easier to do so. So like I say, kill all the zombies, shoot all of these cysts. I normally keep popping in and out of the building just to not get cornered by zombies and to not take damage from the gas, but if you've got a gas mask, it makes it easier. Look for these cysts on the walls and on the ceiling, and look in every room to make sure you got them all. It'll be really obvious once you've completed the nest, so you either have or haven't, and if you haven't, you've not found all of the cysts. Once you've found them all and you've cleared it of gas and zombies, you will see an Ethereum loot box with all those pink Ethereum crystals on it. If you open that up, that's going to have an ammo mod in it every time. It's going to have quite a few. You'll normally always get Cryo Freeze as one of them. Not every time, but a lot of the time. So if you don't, just go to another ether nest and just repeat the process. That's a guaranteed way to get it pretty easily, so definitely would recommend that. You can also earn the Cryo Freeze Ammo Mod from doing certain zombies missions, and if you've already got one in your inventory, or if you've got the schematic to craft one, and if you've got these, just bring it in with your inventory so you can skip this step. Once you've got the Cryo Freeze Ammo Mod in some form, you'll want to apply it to your weapon, and once you apply it, you won't be able to use it in the next game, so you have to use it in this game, and it will be used only in that game, and then you have to get another one for the next game. Now I noticed a bug, just to let you guys know, that if you are on a vehicle or you're equipping it when you've not actually got your weapon up, the Cryo Freeze Ammo Mod doesn't seem to work, and it basically kind of bins the mod without actually using it. So make sure you've got your weapon actually held up in your hands, and then apply the mod from the inventory, otherwise it doesn't seem to work. Just wanted to let you guys know about that little bug at the moment. Hopefully that's fixed soon. So for the strategy to get this done quickly, I would actually recommend going for the hellhounds first and then the zombies. Basically try and go for the hellhounds, and if there's any zombies along the way, obviously work on slowing them with the Cryo Freeze Ammo Mod, and then once you've done all the hellhounds plus or minus the zombies, if you've got any remaining zombies, just hunt out those separately. This is because hellhounds are more difficult to get done, and if you do it the other way around, you're just going to take longer, so it's not worth it. So the main question you probably guys have is where to easily and reliably find these hellhounds for this challenge. There's a few places that you can find them. They will just be dotted about the map occasionally, although it's never reliable when or where. Another place to find them is on the escort mission. This is the one with like a tank, and basically a tank will spawn in, you have to escort it, and there'll be lots of zombies spawning in along the way, but it's great as there's also quite a few hellhounds that spawn in, so that is a good way to find them. However, if you look at the challenge, we don't need to kill the hellhounds, we need to slow them down, and each time you shoot a hellhound, or any zombie for that matter, it gives you a chance for the Cryo Freeze effect, but it's not guaranteed, so you need to kind of probably shoot them several times to have that Cryo Freeze effect take place. But seeing as hellhounds have very little health, if you keep shooting them, you're just going to kill them, and chances are if you do this in the normal way, you're going to shoot the hellhound and you won't have any slowing or Cryo Freeze effect because they've already died. So what I'd recommend doing is visiting the tier 2 areas, which is sort of the medium difficulty zone on the map, the orange zone, and if you go to that region, hellhounds are relatively common and they have more health, hence there's more chances to slow them down with your Cryo Freeze effect because you can shoot them more. So I'd highly recommend going to the tier 2 zone and finding them that way rather than doing it from the escort challenge. There is a chance to have an escort challenge in in the tier 2 zone. So if you can do that, go for that. But what I would recommend doing is basically getting in a vehicle and driving around the whole tier 2 orange zone and look on the roads, grass banks, hills, places like that. That's where they commonly spawn until you find the hellhounds. You'll know there's a hellhound because you'll hear either the classic sounds of like a dog, or you actually see them, they glow orange, or you can see a floating fire orb above the ground indicating a hellhound will spawn there when you get closer. That's normally the first sign that there's going to be one there. So that's what I'd recommend doing. Just kind of drive around that area. There'll be quite a few of them. Every time you find one, just stop your vehicle and give it a go. Now, don't forget to visit gas stations to refuel and repair your vehicle regularly, as the fuel does run out quite fast. And when you actually find a hellhound, you want to aim at their feet and shoot slowly. So don't go spamming really fast. Don't aim at the head. You don't want to kill them. And similarly, don't use any weapons with high rarity and doing more damage, or that have been packer punched a lot. Otherwise, you'll risk killing them before the Cryo Freeze effect is applied. So you want to use a lower damage rarity weapon basically to do it. The normal base rarity, don't go upgrading it. Now this should work for almost every hellhound in tier 2 zone. Because they've got a lot of health, you can shoot them a lot and you've got a higher chance of the Cryo Freeze effect. So almost every hellhound in the tier 2 zone I was able to do. So basically, if you find your 10 hellhounds in the tier 2 zone, pretty much all of them should give you this Cryo Freeze effect if you shoot them slowly and if you shoot them in the feet to maximize your chance of doing this Cryo Freeze effect. Just keep checking the menu, but eventually what will happen, shouldn't take too long at all if you use this method, and you'll get those 10 hellhounds and also hopefully quite a few zombies along the way. Now for the second part of the challenge, which is to slow 50 zombies, this may sound difficult, but it's actually fairly easy. While you've been slowing the hellhounds, you will have come across a lot of zombies. I would recommend shooting them as well, like I said. Again, ideally in the legs or torso to avoid killing them, and you can obviously shoot them more. The great thing is if they're tier 2, again, you've got more chances to apply the ammo mod effect, so it is better basically in the tier 2 zone. So you'll get lots of Cryo Freeze zombies that you can use for this challenge, but if you still need more zombies with Cryo Freeze after getting all the hellhounds, you can either keep finding zombies in the tier 2 zone, which is quite good and easy as there's lots of zombies that spawn, or you can head to an exfil point and use the exfil farming method, where basically you go to an exfil point, the little blue running man icon on the map, call in the helicopter, then loads of zombies will spawn instantly, and then you can basically train them around and farm them to get the Cryo Freeze effect. Just keep shooting them in the legs over and over again and you'll get this Cryo Freeze effect in no time. So either of those methods will work, but I would recommend doing the zombies second and the hellhounds first, just to make it a bit of a more efficient grind. But anyway, that is how to do the freezer burn tier 3 act 1 zombies mission in MW3 Zombies. I do hope you guys found this useful. If you do this mission, you'll get the baseball fan calling card and 1500 XP, which helps towards the leveling up grind. If you found this useful, be sure to drop a like and check out my other MW3 guides. I've got zombies and mission guides. I've got camo guides playlist for all the camo challenges. I'll be adding more videos regularly throughout the year, and I've also got lots of different weapon XP methods to speed up your weapon XP grind. So if any of those sound useful, make sure to hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all my latest MW3 and Warzone videos. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one.